Hello everyone, this is the Vaultborn here to bring you the next episode of Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. Last time we just arrived at this massive space of operations. I forget its name, let me look it up real quick. The journey so far. Alright, so yeah. This is just the Andromeda Initiative. No. It's not the Ark. There is on the ships and vehicles. The Ark Hyperion. The Hyperion, yeah. I don't think that's it. We'll just continue along because we have to speak to a bunch of people. Alright. Do believe we have to talk to a bunch of people. Let's see. How do we pull up our missions? Alright. Oops. What the hell are you? Oh, you're a Turian. It's weird. I've never seen a Turian without these little horn spikes. Are you sure it's only one person? I recall having to speak. Yeah, that's priority. Alright. Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's track that too. So many people to talk to. Addison.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
Oh, okay, well, I'm the Pathfinder now.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
I don't like this girl. She doesn't believe in me. I'm gonna make her believe in me. Let's ask some questions so we can get some information, shall we? Strange tech.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
It makes sense that we would understand their technology. I mean, we're 2,000 million light years away, right?
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus is Citadel, not headed by Tan.
The Nexus. That's the name of the space station we're on. The Nexus. There we go. What's the plan?
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack. They disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder.
I mean,
not repeat it.
you need a military.
Goddamn poetry.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Alright, so, what's your relationship with my dad?
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a
That's
colonial
fair.
director without colonies.
I mean, that's fair. But you have no new information.
Dr. Addison.
See ya.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me
Well,
wrong.
I am gonna prove you wrong. Alright, who do I speak with next? Hopefully the next person won't be as mean. Meanie. Alright, let's go down these stairs. Alright, there we go. Let's see what this person has to say. Alright, it's a Turian.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Alright, so what's up with the cat?
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Okay, so the militia, how powerful is it?
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Interesting.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service.
Huh.
But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Alright, I can respect that.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. It's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our archmacy.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, Once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
I mean, I feel relieved that we have some sort of military force.
Bye, Kendros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Well, at least I like this guy. He respects me. He trusts me. Alright, so let's examine this data pad. Lieutenant. Based on the status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risk involved and continued loss of resources and lives make it hard to justify. With morale so low, we need to scale down the expectations again. Well, things are not looking up. So
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrann Candros for authorization to participate.
I did. Let's talk to him again.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Dispatch them for what?
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the kit. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Alright. Let's see what kind of missions we can have. Alright, so strike teams can be sent on missions to support the Andromeda initiative. If they succeed, they'll earn XP and the rider will gain a reward. If they fail, they'll only learn a small bit of XP and no special reward. Okay, so it doesn't really seem like much of a consequence if they fail. Apex is the most elite strike team in the cluster and can handle critical missions. Select a mission. Okay. Your progress for Honor Crusade before Oh, wait, is this multiplayer? Okay. So this is the multiplayer. So I will look at this later, but I really hope this isn't like Mass Effect 3 where you have to do multiplayer to do any sort of good here. Alright. As I say, just let me exit.
This is wrong.
Distraughtorian. Hold on. Got a new mission here I'm looking at. Alright, well I can't pull up a mission. So where is he? Liam.
Too small for lizards.
How's it going, buddy?
No time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security isn't. Let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Yeah, that's gonna bite us in the butt.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just a lot.
We'll get it back.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
I like Liam. Are you the Distraughtorian?
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us.
Yep.
There's hope at last.
I'm the hope.
Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What was the crime?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Of course.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please.
I mean, I'm the protagonist.
Tell him I love him.
All right. Well, let's continue on though with trying to get to know the rest of the leadership in the Nexus. We will help that Torian lady later. Well, I'm actually gonna, just so I don't accidentally do the main quest line before I want to. Alright. I can only toggle. Alright. Sounds. Alright. Never mind. Just gonna continue on my way and not ask any questions. But I'm telling you though, I'm really liking the look of this game. Like, it's looking pretty good. I have a little bit of, like, you know, criticism here. Like I think like the way Ryder walks is kind of dopey with his hands flailing all about, but not everything's gonna be perfect, and I understand that. All right, are you? I just want to make sure I'm not doing. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I'm not doing the main quest line here.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time.
Nah.
There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Okay, so what is your job?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Okay, so they put a Krogan in charge of superintendent. Don't mean to sound, you know, racist, but that wouldn't have been my first pick. But hey, who am I to judge? So where are the Krogan?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and in return, get more say in the initiative.
Oh God. Are all the Krogan the fugitives? That's gonna be really hard to fight.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
I like this girl.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess. I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
So why are you still here?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
That's fair. Alright, so what are the problems on the
What sort of
Nexus?
problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Whoa! That's a big problem.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
That's gonna complicate things.
But I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
You know, I got other questions. The genophage!
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
So, are you guys close to finding a cure?
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
So you're still infected with the genophage, but it's slightly better. It's still bad.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Don't say, that problem was solved in Mass Effect 3.
Nothing more for now. Later.
Alright. So I like her too. She's surprisingly, like, level-headed for a Krogan. Same shit, different day. For present. Alright, let's try and finish talking with the last person here. Is Tan the guy I had to talk to for the main quest line? Let me see. Back. Yeah, he is. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Alright, okay, the door opens, okay.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Do you trust me now?
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way.
That's concerning.
That rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, Zaket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge
Well,
is to
yeah.
save the world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Well,
Right. I think I should go check on things.
you want me to fix a planet?
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
I mean, I don't dislike this guy yet. He's got a tough job. He was given a shit position, and he's just trying to make the best of it. But just don't play games with me.
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But
Ooh.
first you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Ooh, what's happening?
Something wrong?
Ryder, keep me and Sam moved on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Alright. Let's talk to him again so I can finish that one quest line.
You may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Let's see, I'll find him.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. But we'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Alright, so what's more information about these missing arcs?
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Additional arcs.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Ooh, so we get all the other... I really hope we see some Quarians.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Forward stations?
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Oh, lovely! Alright, so what are the troubles?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you
We're screwed?
it's been a disaster.
Yeah.
Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Oh, she didn't die in battle. She died by an accident. That's even worse. So you are like really far down the line of succession, and that's why you're incompetent. Okay.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed
And
instantly.
that just happened to be the leadership?
600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Huh, that's a little bit of a coincidence that all the leadership was killed. I think that was on purpose.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them.
No, I doubt.
By an outlaw.
I doubt it either.
Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Sloane Kelly.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Alright. That line kind of made me not like you a little bit.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance.
Whoa.
Demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Alright, I don't like this guy. He is straight up racist.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Well, racist. They saved the galaxy. They helped stop the Reapers. What did you do? You ran away. Alright, let's finish up the questions.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer.
What?
I hope the Nexus will serve.
I wouldn't say bravest.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy, young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered, and as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Okay, so what is the motivation?
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it.
Running away from an entire galactic invasion, maybe?
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix.
God
As a
damn!
my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
You gotta stop this racist stuff, man. Alright, other questions. And so what's your role?
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
I mean, with good reason.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
So why do they doubt you?
Problem with you?
I am not Jean Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Wow, yeah, no wonder you're incompetent.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
Alright. I don't like this guy.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
I don't like this guy at all. But this will be it for this episode. It's about that time. So if you did like this episode, please be sure to leave a like below and hit that subscribe button. And check out all the other cool stuff coming out of my channel. And I will see you next time with more Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda.